Have you ever seen a game on Steam and you were skeptical about it, but then you read the reviews and they seemed to be very positive, so then you figured, screw it. If it sucks, I'll refund it. Then that game ends up taking all of your spare time for the next 7 days at least. You can't help but think, how the hell did I log 80 hours on this game in a week? I'm working full time and have a girlfriend and responsibilities and whatever. That math doesn't add up. But it does add up. You came home from work every day, ate a small meal, and then got lost in this new experience for the next 8 hours. And if it's a weekend, then maybe 14 to 16. The game hits you by the balls and you don't even realize it. The game is just so good. The first time I ever had an experience like that was in March 2019. I took a risk on purchasing a new early access title called Risk of Rain 2. I never played the first one. I'd never even heard of it, but boy, Risk of Rain 2 hooked me immediately. It was the first time a single game had dominated my time like that. It was amazing. I love that game. That was the game that made me realize what makes a game good. What makes a game good can be boiled down to this. The game knows what it is. What do I mean by that? It seems that for most of the 2010s, with the rise of early access on Steam, we were getting hit with game after game that was trying to become bigger and bolder than anything anyone else has ever seen before. These games mainly came from indie devs that were likely just trying to get people to buy their early access titles. Whether or not these devs ever had any intention on following through with roadmap promises or not doesn't matter here. What matters is we ended up getting countless half-baked indie titles that were trying so hard to implement 100 different ideas in their game, but they ended up with 50 poorly developed ideas instead of 5 really great ones. A game that tries to appeal to every audience will have no audience. Your cute, 2D, wholesome crafting game doesn't also need to have 500 player servers, permadeath, full loot PvP, multiple star systems with different planets, spaceships, zombies, social deduction, and the ability to fuck, marry, or kill every NPC you meet, with half of the unlockable content paywalled behind a battle pass. What I just described is a game that doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know what it's even trying to be. It has no heart. In Risk of Rain 2, it's simple. You choose a character, kill monsters so you can get loot to kill stronger monsters. Kill monsters so you can get money, so you can get loot to kill stronger monsters. So then you can get more money to get more loot to kill stronger monsters. Then you beat the final boss and win the game. And along the way, you can complete challenges that unlock new items and characters and abilities to use for those characters in future runs. It knows what it is. It has a core gameplay loop that's so simple and easy to understand, and most importantly, it's engaging. There's no downtime in this game. Once you start a run, it's go time or you're dead. Another game I poured 80 hours into the week I got it was one I'm sure you've all heard of and probably did the same. Valheim. I was the first person in my group of friends to buy the game. Within a day of buying the game, I had almost a full server of my friends playing with me. All of us learning, exploring, grinding, experiencing the game for the first time. Sandbox games can be a bit more abstract with how you approach the gameplay, so the core loop can be slightly different for different players. But I'd say the core gameplay loop of Valheim is this. Fight enemies, loot items, learn recipes so you can craft better gear to fight tougher enemies in new zones and loot their items to learn new recipes to... you get the idea. And one of the fun things about all of that is to be able to fully progress your tech tree, I guess. You need to fight sort of a final boss in each zone. So the progression in-game feels really good because it's challenging. Each zone provides unique challenges to overcome, and once you do overcome them, there is this huge relief of knowing you'll never really have to go back there and deal with it all in the same way again. The most recent game that has my heart, because once again it just knows what it's trying to do and doing it very well, is Dark and Darker. If you haven't noticed, beyond the games I'm talking about in this video, the games that always blow up in a positive way are the games that really figured out how to do one or two or three things really, really well. And any other mechanics in the game are there to support those few main ideas. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm tired of developers that try to make their game be a little bit of everything. Fortunately, I think we're getting past, if not already past, that era of games. What do you guys think? Comment your favorite game down below and let me know why it's your favorite. Thanks for watching. Stay bricked.